Good morning from eastern Switzerland, the former medieval capital, in fact, the city of Chur or Chur. I'm on my way to what is often billed as the most boring city in Europe. It is the capital of a tiny micronation between Austria, Germany and Switzerland. Can you guess what I'm talking about? I'm starting my journey in the city of Chur in Switzerland. This is the backdrop. If you don't know why I'm here, then to sum it up, basically I set myself a challenge. I bought a 3-day Switzerland interrail pass and I drew 5 postcards that determine where I went and what I did on each of those 3 days. The last full day here was coming to Chur. My journey ends in Zurich tonight at a capsule hotel. But before then, one of the postcards was to visit another country with my interrail pass. Technically Liechtenstein is another country, so I'm counting that as a win. We are going to be starting our journey here from Chur or Chur, however you say it, to go on the train to Sargans on the border between Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Then we get a bus from Sargans Bahnhof to Vaduz Post on a green bus, I think, number 11. But I'm in a little bit of a hurry now because I've left it too late. So I need to make my way to the train station here in Chur. Going to Liechtenstein, the Principality of Liechtenstein, one of the smallest countries in the world, and I'll tell you more about it when we get there.
So online, Liechtenstein does not have the best reputation. 1.5 stars. The valley floor is just forgettable, flat farm industrial suburb land. 2 stars. You have an expectation to see something worthwhile. Maybe a good restaurant, cafe, historic monument. Didn't stand up to expectations. 2.5 stars. The most boring city we've ever visited. The shops were shut except for gift shops, but the staff followed you around.
The train to Sargans should take about 20 minutes via Landlocked, Meienfeld and Bad Ragaz. And then we need to get something called a post bus.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Joe and I have been a travel writer for well over 15 years. I'm proud to have worked with the likes of BBC Travel, National Geographic, folders, airlines, hotels and tourist boards around the world. I'm exploring the world one unique experience after another, getting lost along the way, and I'm now taking you with me. So I hope you enjoy exploring with me as we explore the world together. Here is the Swiss regional train taking us to Sargans. It was around a 30-minute journey to Sargans today. Not much to see out of the windows really. Typical Swiss industrial town, but it was still nice to spend some time on this train going through the outer edges of Switzerland, through a couple of towns and villages to the border. just coming into Sargans on the border of Switzerland. It seems to be quite an industrial area here, but even in the industrial parts of Switzerland you've still got the mountains and the low clouds and the mountain towns and quaint churches everywhere you go. So here at Sargans, so we're looking for the number 11 bus. I think it's green. So the bus I want is heading towards Feldkirch, number 11. I think that's it in the distance. So helpfully there's an information board that tells you where you are. So this is called a post bus. You see them all over Switzerland. They were originally run by postal companies, so they deliver mail as well as people for less well-served or less populated villages. You see them waiting at every train station in Switzerland. When a train pulls up, a yellow post bus is waiting. Here it's green, but it should be about 30 minutes to Vaduz, the capital of Liechtenstein. The architecture in Liechtenstein is very Swiss. In fact, you wouldn't even notice that you're past the border. It's these big white houses with wooden shuttered windows. Some of them have thatched roofs, but it's very, very Swiss. So welcome to Vaduz, the official capital of Liechtenstein. Population about 6,000. In 1719, the Liechtensteiner family decided to buy some land, which is now Liechtenstein, called it after themselves, so that they could have a seat at the table of the Holy Roman Empire, and this is the only remnant of that empire left, the princely state of Liechtenstein. It's about 16 miles long and 8 miles wide. The bus we've just got off goes from Switzerland all the way through to Austria, straight through Liechtenstein. There's some oddities in this place. The view is the main street, and they've got a free boot thing here. You just help yourself, take it home, bring another one back. I don't know what there is to do here. I'm budgeting about 2 hours just to have a walk around. There's no real itinerary. There's no big sights here. There's a bike race on today. Most of Vaduz seems to have been closed off for lots of people in Lycra and bikes. But let's have a walk down the main street and see what Vaduz is like, and then maybe walk up to the castle that you can just see on the top of the hill. That there is the royal castle that we're trying to get to, where nobody lives. So this area seems to be government buildings.
This thing here seems to be the Chancellery. I don't know if that's like the Prime Minister or the economy person. Well, there are nice views wherever you go here. So I didn't manage to get it on camera, but a German government car has just gone past with German flags flying. It's either a German government official or the ambassador or somebody. But now where I'm walking, there's no pavements. Is this what they meant when they said there's no entry? Am I not supposed to be walking up here? A monument to somebody called Franzl. I'm assuming he was one of the early princes. Are we there yet? I hear you shouting at the screen. But yep, we are. And I am roasting, sweating and out of breath. So I was told by a reliable diplomatic source that the only time this castle is actually used by Henry Adam or Adam Henry, the prince guy, is when a new ambassador or attaché is assigned to Liechtenstein from an overseas country, and that's the only time that this place is opened, and only select diplomats are allowed to ever go in there. None of the public can ever go in. Just making my way back to Vaduz post, where the bus stop is, back to Sargans, and the heavens open, it's pouring down. And they don't seem to have taxis here. Most people are driving around in Mercedes, Jaguars, Range Rovers or Porsches. A couple of Ferraris and Lamborghinis drove past too. I need to get the bus back to Sargans to then get to Zurich, but I really don't want to go out in this rain again.
So I'm now back on the post bus, going back towards Sargans to my next destination, and we have literally just crossed the border, just one flag, and we're back into Switzerland. So that was Liechtenstein. I'm on my way now back to Zurich. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.